in theory, winning bottom lane. So this does feel very nice for KT right now on blue side. The Skarner does come through.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to Skarner Rumble. They will take away BDD's Talia, which is a strong move here, though.
That is...
My concern with the Zeri would have been that obviously it's tough to lane against a Kalista lane with the Zeri, but if you get through it, it's fantastic. They'll take the Corki here as well now. So some flexibility with this pick, allowing it to go into the bottom lane. We do it anyways. Let's limit test this, and if we add more and more engage options, maybe one of them will get through because Poppy can't block everything. And
you know, they could have potentially put the Corki mid. And he's level 2. There's 4 people on the side of KT that are coming in here. He is going to smite it, but he knows he is in a really rough spot and will accept his defeat. Although, Buckler picked up, he's going towards the turrets. He is going to flash in between. He's actually trying to escape here. And you know what? I mean, oh no,
blast cone!
Not the blast cone, don't do it to me. Lucid's still on the run here. He does not have his W. And Pyojik is going all the way around, but Lucid has fooled him, and now he's just going to start his blue. Are you kidding me?
He's going to get
I mean, Pyojik might have just assumed he got into a brush somewhere and backed, but this is about to get really...
This is crazy.
Insane once again. And Pyojik gonna see his blue buff going down. He's like, you really stayed. A bunch of question mark pings and another engage in the bottom lane. Kellen might be in a little bit of trouble.
He's at less than half level 2. He might be in trouble as well.
Lucid has smite. And so Lucid holds on to his buff. Now,
Pyojik is game over, man.
Pyojik doesn't have a buff.
He doesn't have what happens. And
oh
no, they really did it to him. If Pyojik does something a little bit differently, hold up.
Pyojik, he is going to have some support, but he actually, first roam is coming over from Talia. Pyojik, I think, might just be dead, but the W does come out early from Lucid, and the Dragon is going to push him away. So, and let's see how this one goes down. Jonas Strong keeping it.
See that pet?
Here we go. Here we go. Hex flash over the wall. BDD. The W comes down. Yeah, he's just going to flash away, and that is another summoner taken away from the members of KT by Lucid. We told a lot of tales, by the way. We got Impale. He is just in so much trouble. Casting is going to flash, though.
He has been so Okay,
no Lucid point, Wolf. No Lucid point. Barrel's dead. Okay, down he goes. First blood goes to Kellen, and Deft has to flash away as well.
I mean, I'm looking around the minimap.
Are they going to dive him? Yes. I mean, Kellen, yeah, he has Aftershock, but he is going to miss the Zenith Blade. So, yeah, no, it's great. I mean, this is what we were talking about before the game started, as now he's going to knock the Sejuani into the wall. W comes down, and you know what? Pyojik is just dead. He doesn't have his flash, and Lucid still has his. He gets away. BDD not able to punish in this 3v3. Barrel's still here. He's going to keep Kellen around as Deft is trying to help out, but at the end of the day, it's just a kill here, and now the wall's going to come down. Barrel has to flash away himself.
Finally, Deft is trying to do a thing in the bottom lane.
Deft doesn't have flash here, and Showmaker's already here. The root comes down onto Kellen, but I think he's still in a lot of trouble. Flash comes in, and Deft is just going to hold on to his cleanse. He knows he's 100% dead. That's another kill over to D plus Kia.
It's almost perfectly. It could have been calculated as more action.
Lucid's here, and Impale is on point, and you're not getting out of this one. Casting, the knockup comes in, and with no flash available, the timing on the gank is perfect. And Skarner's so good at setting those up. Now, BDD and Pyojik trying to trade it back.
He's got flash, though.
Yeah, and this is Skarner, and the ult is just going to sail wide. Pyojik trying to get on in there onto Lucid, but it is stunned to come down, actually, underneath the turret, but Lucid barely going to go down.
Something back, but this bottom lane has been such a disaster, and it's the pressure point KT so desperately wanted to rely on, but D+ have just warped this game so hard to pull them out of the bottom lane, starting from the red buff. And I mean, this is actually, they just took Casting and tied him to the back of a train, dragged him across the tracks, man.
It's a lot of interactive gameplay there.
Deft was going to get that turret no matter what. Barrel?
He just impaled the clone. The Barrel is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it would be massive. A lot of damage done to Aiming there as well. Good poke coming through.
Equalizer going to hit him. Oh, that knockback nearly catches Barrel. Probably
a lot better for KT in these last 5 minutes.
Barrel just out in the middle of nowhere trying to get some deep wards in. That's a free kill.
It looks like to
could also just go in here on a Deft. I mean, Deft is all alone here. He does have flash and cleanse, but yeah, they're just gonna leave that one as the teleport does come in from BDD, and now a try to Showmaker, who is in a lot of trouble, but the rest of KT trying to close the distance and get in. They finally take out Showmaker, and now Kellen kind of left on his lonesome. Lucid the same, just gonna ult the Rumble away, but this is a great fight for KT. They turn it around with a TP. Not able to do so just yet, although Kellen is going to be rooted up here. He doesn't have the help of his team right now. He has to flash away.
Force for this. They already have a 2 Drake lead. Got to be so wary of the Nico engage. Kellen.
Oh, Beryl, he has to flash away from that one, and it might work out for him though. But we got a lot of different angles coming in onto this fight. You see Kingen on the left as the knockaway of the jungler, and this fight comes in. Lucid once again gonna get the job done, and Deft has to flash away from the seismic shove, and the impale in the brush. They're not ready for that one, and now Pyoshik is all by himself lonesome. They're so low on the backside of this fight. DK not gonna over chase, but man, they got a lot of value out of that fight.
Really nice trap set there by Kingen. If they try to push on him, he has that defensive capability or can turn it around. They don't get a kill.
Now, speaking of which, oops, we are knocked into the wall as trying to dive here. BDD's gonna go down. Casting surely gets this kill, right? Okay, he is gonna pick up the kill, but now TP coming in.
Showmaker has Weaver's Wall.
Yeah, Showmaker definitely gonna try to punish this one. The equalizer is pretty good. Seismic shove is gonna get some damage in, but this is a Rumble making things pretty spicy as now we got more action as Pyoshik was going in there to try to save him. I don't even know, guys. Pyoshik's just gonna go down. It's a double kill for Aiming. And BDD is their most fed member at this point. He's already taken some damage as Pyoshik is just gonna send it into Lucid, but Lucid is able to charge away from the follow-up as Beryl only able to get the knock-up on the Poppy immediately is going to be pulled back. Meanwhile, trying to turn now onto Kellen, who we said before is pretty much unkillable.
Trying to come over here and start up this dragon. A bit optimistic though, as BDD coming back in, looking for an angle to line up.
Oh, he just dashed out of the rocks. Yikes. I mean, we talked about this, right? Like in a straight-up 5v5, it is difficult to make this work into this fight, and then knockback into the knock out of the wall, and you just don't get to play the game, Pyoshik. And with the jungler gone, that will be Ocean Soul to the side of DK. Casting, very nice dodge here, but the follow-up is coming in. Now they're trying to turn and fight this one 4v4. They know the Poppy is gone, but the rock to the face, and down will go the Yone. And King is looking for more, gets a couple of flashes with this impale, but the fight is not done. They're still going in, they're still looking for more blood. They're being pushed out of here, and with, I mentioned before, the flash in with the impale. Where did he go? And now a massive counter engage comes in, but do they have the damage? It's a question. Down will go Showmaker, but that might just be it for the damage that goes into them. Kingen's so tanky, Kellen's so tanky, Aiming still full health, still pushing into the base. And it was a fantastic counter engage, but not quite enough money to get the job done, especially without Deft.
Yeah, and now with no equalizer, I think D+ could just escort this next wave with the super minions here and look to start chipping away. 25 seconds on BDD, but he won't have his ultimate. Same to be said of Beryl when he respawns. I think this should be the beginning of the end.
Well, they're going to dive a Sejuani under Nexus turret, so it's looking just likely as down will go Pyoshik. And down will go Casting, and down should go these Nexus turrets. It was a very insanely scrappy game. Very much back and forth as Beryl desperate. Deft also desperate, but it will not happen. The Nexus goes down, and DK take game 1.